Hello, and welcome to this week's special presentation entitled Shooting for Profits with a Hit List. My name is Glenn Tompkins, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and it's my pleasure to give this presentation. As a VectorVest subscriber, you are aware that our watch lists are unlike any in this industry, and with that in mind, I will demonstrate a way you can create a hit list of stocks that fit you individually. Last week, my colleague Jim Penna talked about how to use watch lists to manage your current holdings. This week, I will walk you through creating watch lists that you may be keeping an eye on, stocks, of course, that you're keeping an eye on, and use it to help you to determine when to deploy these trades. There are so many ways to use watch lists. Stocks from the Derby tool, stocks from a bottom fishing search, stocks to short, industries to watch, and the list goes on. I'm also going to show you how to determine what kinds of stocks you're actually tracking by using our VectorVest matrix as well. So without further ado, let's get right into the VectorVest software, and we're going to go straight to the Viewers tab. From the Viewers tab, we're going to be in the Watch List viewer, and I've got a lot of different groups set up, but I've got one set up under my name. Now, the first thing I'm going to say before our product support staff gets crowded or loaded up with calls, these are not watch lists that you will find in your VectorVest software. I've created these watch lists for myself, but I'm utilizing them to show you how to build watch lists like these and how to use them. You will not find these watch lists anywhere in your VectorVest software. So I've got a group called 00 Glenn, and in this, I've got several different watch lists that I personally like to use and that you can build different watch lists of different types in your own groups as well. Now, the first thing you want to do to show you how to create a new group, I'm going to go down to this arrow right here, click on it, and I can create a new group. In this new group name, I will name it, let's go, 00 subscriber. All right, subscriber. Once I've created that, it will create its own new yellow folder called 00 subscriber. To add watch lists to that individual group, now that it's highlighted and in yellow, I can create my own new watch list by clicking on New Watch List. Now, again, it's highlighted, it's yellow. I now know that I'm working in that group, and I can call this my hit list. Once I click Add, under that group now, I've got a new watch list called My Hit List. So I wanted to walk you through step by step how to build a new group and how to add a new watch list into that group. Now, let's say that as Jim did last week, you want to put a list of your stocks that you own. Let's go create a new group again. Let's make sure that my group is highlighted in yellow. I'll create a new watch list, and I'm going to call this one My Stocks. Hit enter, and now there's a second watch list in my group that I created called My Stocks. This is the stocks that you would build a watch list or a watch list of your stocks that you own, and you would go through the technique that Jim Penna showed you on how to weed the garden. Now, I'm not doing that today. We've already talked about that. We're adding to the foundation that was set as a precedent last week and show you how to get more out of the power of our watch list. All right, so again, I've walked you through that process. Now, let's go to my hit list that I've already created. I click on that. Once I do, you'll notice how many stocks I have in that watch list. Currently, I've got 92. Now, the beautiful thing about the technique that I'm showing you right now is that everybody's hit list will be different. It is germane to you individually. pretty much it's looking at the stocks that are on your radar, and everybody's radar is a little different, right? So keeping that in mind, stocks that have come across the news wires. As you know, I do a lot of work on YouTube. So I am privy to a lot of stocks that are making news, whether good, bad, or indifferent, and I add them to my hit list. These are stocks that are moving for whatever reasons on some day, and I want to now say, ooh, I like that. Let me put that into my hit list. Now, the power behind that, as I build my hit list, is that every watch list that's created in the VectorVest system is already sorted by our master indicator, VST. So no matter how speculative a stock may be, I can still see which of these stocks that are on my radar have the best combination of value, safety, and timing. What does that do for me? It allows me to concentrate on the stocks that have migrated to the top of the list. Now, as I look at today, as I record this video, I can see that certain stocks are moving up and certain stocks are moving down. Just because they're on my hit list doesn't mean that it's the right time to buy into that position. So how do I know? Well, now let's sort this list by percent price change. Let's concentrate on the stocks that are moving up today. Now, when do I do this? I normally do this pre-market to see which stocks on my radar, which stocks on my hit list are moving prior to the market open. Then once the market is opened up, I can see if there's follow through. There's news on AMC. It's up 19% today. Now, just because it's up, do I deploy the trade? Well, let's right click on the stock. Let's view the stock graph, and now we can make a better decision. This is intraday today. Let me maximize this real quick. Boom. This is intraday today. Let me move this over a little bit. Let's go put this on a 1-month graph. I've got a graph layout with support resistance with a 20-day exponential moving average. Let's make this simpler. Let's go to graph layouts. Let's go to VectorVest layout. Now, this is what everybody will look at once they open up a graph of the VectorVest layout. Here we have the stop. All right. Why do we have the stop here? Because we can help to represent when it's the right time to get out of a position. The stop is a 13-week moving average of the move of the stock, followed up with looking at the fundamentals. So it's a 13-week moving average based on the fundamentals of the stock. So if the fundamentals are good, we're going to have the stop lowered to keep you in the stock longer. And if the stock's fundamentals are not good, we're going to raise the stop price to get you out of the stock a lot quicker. Again, something that you won't find anyplace else. We give a line in the sand on every stock that we track. Now, nice move up today, trading right now at session highs. I would love to see it close back above the stop price to give me at least a hold recommendation. But if I'm a little bit more aggressive, that could be a good trade today, especially trading at the highs. Could you get in? I would still put in a buy stop order, probably 5 cents higher than the high. What else do I see? RT is starting to move a little bit, but not above the value of 1. These two things alone help you to make a better decision on whether or not you want to deploy the trade or not. Aggressively trading at the session highs, I might want to get into it. If I'm a little bit more prudent, let's see end of day if it can close back above the stop, giving the stock more of a hold recommendation than a sell. And better yet, why not wait to see if the RT can get back above 1? All right. So that's one stock that's moving. Now look at that, up 21%. What if I ran this at the open, got in when the stock was not this high? I'm now taking an opportunity as an aggressive trader to make some money on the trade. Let's go look at some of these other stocks that are moving up today. Right click, view the stock graph, bring these all over intraday, put us on a 1-month graph. Look at this, OCX. It's up today, but do I feel comfortable pulling the trigger on the trade? There's a difference between looking at a stock and saying, "Ooh, I want to get into it," and looking at a stock and doing this kind of analysis. Let's go to the next one. Ooh, INFI. Beautiful downward move. Nice up day today, 14-cent stock. It is below the stop sell recommendation. As a more aggressive trader, do I take it? I got to be careful with that. Coal, man, that's the opposite of oil. Natural gas, 1 month graph, bottom left, top right. I would definitely like to see, even though it's on my radar, let's go see if we can take out that 1 month high. Go to the next one. Nice, CLWT. Big update yesterday. Nice update today, trading very close to the session highs. RT is on the move, and it's a hold moving from a sell. There you go. That's what you're looking for in your hit list. This one, not so much. Acor may be moving up, but look at where it is in respect to all of the other days of trading. Lee Motors is above the stop. It is a hold. Nice update today. Very little wick at the top. I'd like to see RT back above 1. So that's one way to look at your hit list and sort by percent price change to take advantage of what's moving now. Let's sort this by RV and see what stocks have the best upside potential. And now let's couple that together with good upside potential, moving up today. Let's take a look at that stock. Remember, folks, these are stocks that are on your radar. I like that. I like that stock. I cannot lie. Let's go look at RT moving higher, not above 1 yet. What I'd really like to look at from a more prudent perspective is to see it take out that 1 month high. But I love the equity curve and I love the rise in RT. Let's go to look at another one that's moving up, SGML. Undervalued, up today about 0.25%. Right click, view the stock graph, put this on a 1 month graph. Ooh, a little bit of indecision today. So yes, it is moving up, but this is the analysis that you want to look at is a market, not a market timing graph, but a graph. A little bit of a shooting star pattern here with follow through and more follow through and looks like even more follow through. I bet you now it's not in an uptrend or it's not up. And I am looking at RT, tells me that it is in an uptrend, but the graph today tells me another story. And I can simply look at the stocks that I'm looking at a little bit longer term for good upside potential and concentrate only on this. Wow, the stocks that are moving 6.26%. A pharmaceutical. Let's go view the stock graph here. Put this on a 1 month graph. I like the move, but look at this stock. So it's on my radar. I know that it has potential. But am I ready to buy it today? My more aggressive traders may trade it today because, again, trading at session highs. So from the perspective of building your own hit list or stocks that are on your radar, this is a great way to manipulate by way of rank analysis to determine which stocks you want to get into. Folks, everybody's hit list, once again, is going to be different, and you concentrate on the stocks that you like. Now, how about this? I'm going to show you how to use the VectorVest matrix to determine what kinds of stocks you're looking at. So these are stocks that are just caught my attention, but I go down to the RV, RS, RT, VST. Notice that RV and RS both below 1. What does that tell me? That these are more speculative trades, right? As a whole. So all of these stocks that have caught my attention are speculative. Well, then I need to trade them on that perspective of knowing that they are more speculative trades. These are trades you want to get in and get out of. Well, what if I want a better quality of stock? Well, how about creating a hit list of the heaviest traded stocks, right? Now, as I do this, all of these stocks that I'm looking at now, I ran a Unisearch to find the stocks that are trading at above 500,000 average volume, all right? Over 500,000 of average volume. I want to go down to the matrix. Look at the quality of stock that you find now. These stocks are fundamentally sound, in an uptrend, good VST, good comfort index. Now these are on my radar, and I concentrate again on the stocks that are moving up today. Actually, let's just sort it by percent price change, highlight all of the stocks that are moving up today, better quality stocks. I'm a little bit more confident playing these a little longer term, 1 month graph. I need it to break above that level of resistance. Wow, burn. But probably news driven, hits a new 1 month high today. RT is above one. ASRT, a little bit of a channel. RT is above one. It is a buy recommendation. Do I want to buy it now? Let's go see if it can get past this swing high before I pull the trigger. Let's go to the next one. Wow, CPRX, a stock that I've personally made some good money on. It is moving from the bottom left to the top right, right at a level of resistance. RT is not above one yet, but getting close. I'd like to see it take out the 1 month high. ACGL, nicely trending higher, getting a little stagnant right here, but it is above the stop. The stop is moving higher. RT is above one. Let's go to the next one. Elf Beauty. Now, you know, it looked great. It was moving, pulling back, even though it's up today, higher than it was yesterday. Even though it's up today, a little bit of indecision. I might wait on that one. Same thing with Vista Energy. A little bit, I would call that a hanging man, but that would normally be at the top of the pattern. Pulling back, a little bit of indecision, a lot of buying pressure at the bottom of the wick here, but maybe I won't buy it yet. Now, the next thing we can do, we can build a hit list for bearish stocks. Or if you want to play the market to the downside, I've got a hit list for bearish stocks. I would sort this again by percent price change, but I want to find negative percent price change on these to see what candidates I would like to play to the downside. All of these stocks are over $10 in average volume, greater than 100,000 shares. Notice that this one went below what I originally was looking for, so I probably won't short this one. But these all, for the most part, have options attached to them if you want to play put calls on them as well. So now I've got one more for those of you who are super aggressive. How about hit list penny stocks to watch? So again, if I go down to the matrix is probably, actually, these are more considered aggressive stocks because RV is above one, but relative safety is below one. RTs are below one as well. So what I'm looking for here, knowing that they're penny stocks, I sort this again by percent price change. Good, googly muggly. Social reality is up 47%. Most likely news driven. LUXH, 6%, and so on. All of these are cheaper stocks that I'm keeping my eyes on, but these are not altogether speculative plays by using the matrix. These are more aggressive plays. So I would look at the graphs and do the same thing again. Folks, that makes up what this special presentation is all about this week. It is another way to use the power of a VectorVest watch list, in this case, to help you to know when to deploy stocks that are on your radar. And just because it's on your radar, this analysis is very important so that you don't blindly buy into a stock because Glenn or CNBC or Kramer or anybody told you to go buy it. If anybody's out there talking about a stock, you can put them into your own hit list. Now, another thing, you could use any of our watch lists that we have for you as well. The difference is that these are stocks germane to you specifically as your own watch lists of watch lists or WOW watch list. So, folks, thank you for joining me this evening. I appreciate it. Hopefully, this opened up some doors, turned on some lights, and gave you some opportunities to think about more of the power of the VectorVest watch list that you can only find here at VectorVest, no matter where you are. With that in mind, folks, this video is over. Until the next time, see ya.